We discussed we were going to have it help us murder pirates.
I thought we just agreed against
No, that was something we were, most of us were against because it's.
We don't have a way
Too
to tell it what
complicated.
pirates are.
But
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
God.
think we all came to agreement that that was a too complicated idea.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
No.
So what was it trying to make the Kraken stronger? Is that right? So they could.
It
Yeah.
sounded like if we got its Kraken strong enough to help it fight, that it would fuck off. But we don't know if it's honest or not.
Yeah, it's scared that a bunch of aboleths are coming to murder it. That's why it's feeding a kraken. So also aboleths are coming here.
Yeah, and isn't this guy like kind of worshipping Dune?
Yes, an evil water god. Also,
I am a water god.
didn't we?
Evil god.
No, just an
Yeah,
evil
yeah.
god, not a water god.
Same difference. Who is this elven man?
Oh, new artwork.
Oh,
Yeah.
he got that jawline.
I don't. You need to set up vision on that token if you swapped it out, because I was like, why did my screen go black?
I just fixed it.
Didn't we discuss giving it like potions of justice or something?
Yep. That was my contribution
Giant size, yeah.
to that.
But you guys wanted to maybe insight check it to see if it was being honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was another thing.
So, okay. Let's think this out ahead of time before we like roll in and just start talking to this thing. So we're trying to empower the Kraken, and then the Kraken will go and fight the aboleth and fuck off. And then what are we gonna do?
We're just gonna ignore all of this because we only care about getting a boat.
Okay.
We want to prevent the town from being more murders and destroyed.
If we manage to solve the murders, is that enough to, pass the quest? Does that fulfill the? I don't know anything about the quest, so that's.
Technically speaking, I thought we were okay on the quest. We'll just tell them we murdered, it's solved, and they'll give us a boat because we already gave them a culprit, didn't we?
Yeah, so we gave them a culprit, and then there was like we got word of some sort of cult activity down here, and that's why we came down here to check it out. The main
cult activity.
Huh?
We could just tell them we dealt with the cult activity after this, because technically we did.
Yeah, but we haven't actually explored anything but the beginning part of this, for the record.
I mean, but that's all underwater, and there's an aboleth in there.
True.
If we want to explore more of it, we've got to get through or past the aboleth without it wanting to murder us, which we might be able to.
Well, we could also, because we were talking about, I don't know. Technically, this is a side quest, Turtle. We're trying to go get a sword from some pirates. So this is like a side thing.
If only life was that easy.
Right. So
if it's as easy as just informing the authorities about what's going on, that would solve a lot of logistical problems.
We could just talk to the authorities and they'll put together an aboleth slaying party.
Okay, did we ever figure out why the lantern is popping up before people are dying?
The lantern is the thing that is used to feed the Kraken, if I'm not mistaken. That's the whole thing.
Okay, so it's just like a magical illusion.
I mean, I think it's like they feed it to the lantern or something. But I'm not 100% sure on that.
I know the dead people are fed to the Kraken. I mean, this isn't super important. I was just curious if we actually figured that out.
Maybe if we just take the lantern, the problem will be solved.
We haven't actually seen a lantern.
It's true, but there's got to be one, right?
Oh, it's just an illusion thing.
True. Oh, what if we tell it? We'll do it. We'll kill the people with the land. We'll take the lantern with us and feed it evil people. That way, it solves all the problems.
No, that's not what it's doing.
I mean, okay.
That is also what the Aboleth said it was doing, but it's also pinning the murders on innocent people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we take the lantern with us and we'll commit the murders, but we won't commit them here, because I don't think they physically bring the bodies back, do they? Right?
No, have to feed it. They physically.
We don't know because they apparently incinerate the bodies immediately afterwards. I say
Yeah. If they,
apparently because we don't know.
we could ask the Aboleth if we can commit the murders for him, and then we'll just murder the evil pirates and feed them to it.
No,
According
yeah,
to-
good luck with that.
According to the captain, whoever said was very quick to say, "Oh yeah, the body is already destroyed."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Most
but
likely, it means that they didn't destroy the body. They
I mean, yeah,
fed the Kraken.
true. We have a bag holding. We can come back with a bunch of bodies in a
Oh
bag.
my god.
I don't
No.
think that's gonna be a thing
Ah.
for multiple reasons.
I mean, you're not gonna tell me we're not gonna murder anything.
One, I
'Cause
don't
we-
think it'll wait.
That's a good point.
Two, I don't know if we'll be coming back.
Yeah.
But it doesn't know that.
Okay. How about we go talk to this thing? We roll with plan A about trying to make the Kraken stronger and see if it fucks off. And then go from there? And then talk to the authorities like Turtles talk about. And just see if we're done?
Yeah. And then get the boat and get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
also go ahead, Tobias.
How did this hang together with us getting a ship?
If we solve this, we get a ship.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that. Sorry.
Yeah, it's essentially.
It's payment for
Kind of
dealing
reward,
with the
yeah.
murder. Okay, so if we head back and tell them this is the source of the murders, pay us our ship. Goodbye. Technically.
Technically,
Yeah.
and I also would say, like, if they're, let's say, okay, worst case scenario, probably probable scenario, this guy's lying and gonna still attack the city. We should alert the other towns on the coast somehow, a carrier pigeon message, whatever the fuck, and try to get some extra defense just to bolster up the coast towns, just to alert them.
Yeah.
Because we don't have to solve all their problems. We just can help them.
Well, someone's
there's-
bound to have sending.
Yeah, there is the possibility that if we tell it to fuck off from here, it'll just go set up shop somewhere else.
Yeah.
So we should, definitely warn others.
Yeah. Because
That,
if I remember correctly on the map, there were, because we've already been to three coastal towns? I can't remember.
2 coastal towns, I think.
And I think there's another one.
We started out like in the middle of the continent.
We
Yeah.
started out in a marshland, went through a forest.
Yeah,
Basically one
shot
to
a
the
witch.
east and then west, basically.
Am I still cursed?
We went west.
Am I still cursed? Out of the corner of your eye, you see a hag.
You are still cursed.
I say
think
All
you
right.
had like 1 day left.
go in there and insight, make sure this thing's actually planning on just fucking off.
Well, I think so.
Okay.
Do we?
How many potions do we want to offer it?
And who is the most insightful?
Not
be me.
Phaedra.
Insight, but we can
I have
multiple
8.
questions. Yeah, you got it higher than I do.
0.
But we could have 2 people insight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also invulnerable to his charm, so
That's good. Where is
I'd
the
also-
fucking bank? There we go.
Just in case, I don't know if Will's okay with this, but just having in case having the underwater breathing for just in case we realize, oh, he's lying.
Sorry. Yeah. I mean, Will could do that, but it would take a couple of minutes.
I can do it before we head in, if you want to.
Yeah, sure. You could cast that as a ritual.
Yeah, I think it'll last like 24 hours anyways. And besides, that would be nice to have it on a boat.
So
Yeah.
now, get it over with.
Yeah.
So
I'll,
should he cast it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
by the way,
During
just,
During the discussion, he will cast this as a ritual.
Jesse. Irk?
Yeah.
It's been a long rest, so you get to heal up and replenish your spells.
Okay.
Oh,
Character sheet,
Long
have
rest.
I need to. Yeah, superiority die, bracers.
So who all is
Okay.
getting hit with water breathing?
I
Everyone?
technically don't need it.
I mean,
Because it's 10
technically,
willing creatures, so I'm
everyone.
guessing everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, like then. Fucking, if I see anyone else in range, they get it too. Fuck it.
Jesse,
you
you don't
don't-
need to use hit dice.
Yeah.
You've got a long
you get
rest.
it
You're
back to
you're just
full.
healed.
you gain all your hit points back at long rest, my man.
And you get half your hit dice back.
And all spell slots. And Bardic Inspiration die. Okay, let's go in and offer it some potions, right?
How many do we want to offer? We have a total of 8.
Let's start off with 4.
Start off with 2 and let it. Yeah.
Okay.
2?
Yeah, 2 the
Yeah,
most
well-
so far.
We'll see if he wants more.
Yeah, she got my dark vision fixed. It is very big. Frighteningly
Yeah,
big.
mine's still small.
If anyone else's dark
Time to go
vision
in
is
then?
incorrect, just let me know and I'll fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine is.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Darn warlocks in our extended dark vision.
Yeah, you know.
Also, be careful, there's a trap here.
Yeah. Be careful
It's
of the
still
hole.
60
Oh,
feet,
yeah.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's
Yeah.
120.
I realized.
Yeah, don't go
Thanks.
down the hole.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for
You
that.
don't want to go down the hole again
warning.
there,
Jerk off.
You got a hankering for some lobster?
Mmm. Extra
no,
butter.
You wanna do the talking, Shiori?
I was gonna let our friend do it talking. Since they apparently good at it.
Oh, give me advantage, I guess, right?
Yep.
Because even with a plus 10, it still may not work.
What? Nah, it's
It'd
fine.
be my moment to roll the 1.
Yeah, I'll contribute the help action to you for that because I am not persuasive.
Not even with your warlockness? Or you're not warlock, I forget.
I'm
She
she's
is.
warlock.
Partially.
She's not proficient.
Almost
where-
everyone in the party is warlock.
Where is the edge? Is this the edge of the where it goes down into the water, or is the water here?
And this is where it starts
That's
going
where
down,
it goes
remember?
down into the water.
Okay, so am I in water right now?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I don't want to get like too close. Hello? You still there?
Silence. You don't see as much as a riffle in the water, and nothing tries to speak in your head.
Dear, he might have fucked off already. I'm gonna send Squeak down there. He's got a swim speed of 30 feet now.
All right.
And I'm going to step back a little because I'm going into like driving Squeak mode.
Alrighty.
Let me see if I can send her in there too. I don't think she has a swim. No, never mind.
Yeah, I took blah 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 some eldritch invocation that gives him a swim speed
Oh, that's
30
cool.
feet. So
So, Squeak finds himself in a submerged tunnel. It isn't simply a room filled with water. It is a tunnel that snakes westward and seems to go on for a full mile.
Oh God.
Squeak, head on down there. I'm gonna have him go because I can, as long as he's on the same plane, I can.
Yep.
I don't know if he gets the same dark vision that I do, but he at least has blind
I
sight.
assume that he does simply just because he is a skeletal creature, and therefore night vision seems like a
Yeah,
thing.
Dark vision 60 and blind sight 10, according to
Yeah.
this, so he can see.
So,
But if-
eventually it opens up, and you find yourself on the seafloor. A full 40 feet underwater and a few hundred feet off of the coastline. What do you wish to do?
It's a long. So he's like pretty far out.
He's a mile away from you at this point.
Yeah, he's a
I
pseudo-dragon,
probably have
right?
no sense of where he is in relation to us. I'm not sure.
And currently he's he's 40 feet underwater. And pretty much just at the end of the tunnel that leads up to where you guys
And
were at.
he doesn't see anything outside of the tunnel in the 60 feet other than like
he doesn't see
open
anything
ocean.
underwater, but he is underwater, so he can't really see what might be around. Just the fact that it's endless water around him.
Rather than making him travel all the way back, I'm gonna dismiss him and then re-summon him here.
Okay.
So yeah, I would explain like what I saw. Like it's not in there. It seems to have gone along its merry way, or is out for lunch. It's the Squeak had to go pretty far. It got it. What? He goes 30 feet, and how long have we been standing here? Because we've been standing here a while. If it was a mile-long tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
So 60 feet in 6 seconds, because I'd imagine dash action. How many feet are in a mile? It's like 5,000 something.
Yeah. So we've been standing here for a while.
Yeah. I'm not good at that.
Yeah, it's
math.
pretty far out there.
5,280.
All right. 5,280 divided by 60 equals 88. It's
Uh,
About an hour and a half.
Yep. Yeah, you guys have been waiting
A
there
lot.
for a while.
Yeah, you guys have been like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's just like, "Tunnel, more
Let's
tunnel."
see.
Kale's eyes are just like,
Well, 60 feet in 6 seconds.
yeah.
Oh, that's true.
So that's 88
divided by 600.
times 6.
Divided by
minutes.
6.
It's only 8 minutes-ish, 9 minutes.
Like, yeah, 10 minutes. Tunnel,
That's not
tunnel,
that bad.
tunnel. So, what do you think about destroying this place
Yeah, it's less than
and
10 minutes.
learning this out already? It doesn't have a lair. Although it may have holed up somewhere else.
This was a lighthouse, wasn't it?
It is still technically a lighthouse. You're basically at the bottom floor of a lighthouse right now.
I thought we were in a boat.
No, the boat was at up at the front, and then it
Designed
basically
Yeah.
half a boat glued onto the base of a lighthouse.
Okay, this was confusing. I'm like, wait, we were in a boat.
Yeah, this is Shantytown.
Yeah.
Thanks for the subscription.
Woohoo.
Boat truck. Yes.
I don't know if you watch Squidbillies, but yeah.
Well,
I'm not
if
familiar.
the thing is fucked off, should we check the rest of the tower to see if there's anything else in here? Or if it's just a lighthouse. And go fly up real quick and see if I can see anything. Do these stairs they go down in the water, right?
Yep, they go down into the water.
How do we get up?
Basically, it looks like the place has been sealed off in that way. Like, whatever was once the way up has been like taken out and everything has been replaced and sealed up so that there's just a huge temple chamber in here. But you might be able to get up the side. Thank you
Still
for
an
this description.
operational lighthouse? Does it actually light up? Like when we were sleeping here, was it going?
You didn't see anything. No, it was dark back there.
Hmm.
Of course, you were in its shadows, so it's always possible that.
But if it's a lighthouse, it's going around in a circle with a light, right?
Yeah, but
So we would have seen that at night if it was on.
Yeah, you didn't notice. No light
Hmm.
got to where you were at.
I mean,
There's probably nothing up there.
I'm willing to go up.
Yeah, well, I can send.
Yeah, Squeak can go up, and I can
Yeah,
go
I
up.
can send some. Yeah, I can fly too.
I say a bad idea to check it out, but I feel like whatever we do now, we should at least definitely warn the town that there's what just happened.
For sure. Is this this thing's gonna come back, right?
I don't know. We told it we were going to talk to it in the morning. It may have fled.
Maybe it heard our conversation.
Yeah, maybe it heard that we were planning on double crossing it. I don't know how far they can listen.
Well, if it was planning on double crossing us.
Didn't like the odds.
Tells me it was planning on double crossing us.
I'm more concerned about where it went and what it's doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can see anything in the lighthouse, and then maybe get a better vantage point and see if I can see anything out in the bay area. Is it a bay?
Yeah. Farron, you know a lot about these things, right?
Yeah.
Would they run away from a fight?
I don't. Hang on. Grizz, answer.
Okay, so Viren would probably be aware that these have very smart beings, and that they are not that while beings that don't run away from a fight are like overly prideful. Most truly smart beings can be aware of a situation where their odds of winning are less and figure out a way of using that to their advantage, such as retreating if need be. So.
I didn't know we were scary. We're just a bunch of stupid townspeople.
Man, he scared it away.
It's possible that he ran away, but I don't know if it is just that much of a threat.
The only thing I can think of is he's
could
trying
leave
to lure us out.
Squeak hidden here to see if it comes back.
I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna see if I can see anything.
Alright. You click your boots of flying and start heading up the side of the somewhat dilapidated lighthouse. It looks like maybe at one point this was an incredibly well kept, probably the jewel of the bay at one point until things got shifted to another part of the city. This is no longer the primary docking area. This area, as you're looking down at the water, even at high tide, it looks like the water is a lot more shallow, possibly filled with pollution. Kind of like the river in Ankh-Morpork. I'm not pronouncing that right, but Discworld fans know what I'm talking about with that river. The water down below that you're seeing right near the shore and what used to be docks looks a lot like that. Ones that you could potentially walk across without being a monk.
Any windows up there?
Yeah, is it a solid column or is there like
Or
little
like,
windows?
does it have the walkway around the top, like where the light is, like you see in?
You see bits of rusted metal embedded in the side that looks like maybe at one point there were stairs going up there, but either the weather got to them and rusted them off, or enterprising metal thieves stole them at some point. But yeah, there are gaps in windows in certain sections. Some that seem to be just windows to let in light and air. Others that appear to have been like doorways in at one point. But whatever braced against them is crumbled and gone. Some of the window openings, you do see bits of straw gathered where it looks like birds have been nesting.
Bothersome birds. No. Kale would just start climbing up the side of the building because to
Spider climb.
closest,
Spider climb.
closest window.
Spider climb.
So up at the top, what kind of apparatus is up there? Or is it completely just shattered and broken?
It's partly shattered. It's like, a lot of the glass is gone from out there. There's two windows that seem to be partly intact. One of them has a huge crack through it. Another one is covered in bits of moss and things that have grown on the outside. On the inside of the room that Kale has crawled into, you find what looks like probably at one point this was the bedroom area of the lighthouse. It has a straw, like a very much torn apart straw area that looks like a wooden frame that's mostly been eaten through with mold and time at this point. And it looks like a lot of the straw has been stolen to make bird nests. You can also see some desiccated corpses of rats or mice that have been there for a long time now, that have lived and died there. Meanwhile, what Phaedra sees up the top is inside the place, like you saw the outside windows or the lack thereof. You still see bits of sharded glass on the inside, and you see what looks like a mirror complex that's been partly covered by various forms of straw and what looks like other kinds of bedding, and covered in, bird poop at this point. An old bird's nest that's not currently active.
No evidence of people ever being up here recently.
No, it looks like it's been pretty well abandoned up here.
Okay, then she's going to take Cinder out to, I guess, just looking out over the bay harbor and just trying to see if she could see any evidence of the aboleth or the kraken at that. I mean, anything out that she could see.
Could you repeat that, please? What are you trying to say?
Sure. She's looking out at the harbor or the bay area, whatever it is, and she's looking for evidence of the aboleth or the kraken or anything that...
All right, roll perception check then.
Okay. So perception with advantage, and we're going to get Cinder in on this too.
You look out and you see the sun reflected on the water. You see a few ships heading in for the current bay, which is not where you're currently at. You're in the dilapidated section, the skies, but the rest of the bay of this particular city. It's hard to see anything further. It's like you're not entirely sure you can actually see out as far as you heard Squeak went.
Okay. Then she'll fly back down, and she'll, as she passes, I guess, Kale, she'll say, "Nothing out in the harbor. Can't really see anything as far as your little guy got, but I can't see the aboleth."
Like anybody's been inside of this tower for a while, so that's a dead end.
The up there is completely covered in bird shit and hay.
Pretty much the same, except I got some extra rat corpses.
Oh.
I guess back down.
Yeah.
Back down to prestidigitate my clothes clean.
The look on your face, on Kale's face now, is very appropriate.
Yes.
Fader will land and just go to Shiori. Nothing. Couldn't see anything.
All right.
So, Kale didn't see anything in the tower either. So, I guess we just tell them it retreated. But that doesn't stop the fact that there could be more stuff coming. I think we should still let the city know. Gather everybody up.
I agree. I don't think we can solve this problem. Especially if it's wandered off into the ocean somewhere.
I mean, do
No,
you want me to leave Squeak here in the water to keep an eye and see if it does come back? Maybe it just went to get coffee.
Maybe while we go and talk to the authorities. It would be smart.
Yeah. We decide to, if it doesn't show up and we end up leaving, I guess it doesn't matter at that point, does it?
Mm-mm. All right, I'll go get the others. And Vader will go back in.
Sure not.
Couldn't see anything up there. I think it's fucked off.
Well, problem solved.
No, I guess for now, but I think we should tell the authorities what we found and explain what we can. And then Kale's gonna leave their little familiar here to see if it comes back while we're gone. But I don't think there's anything much here that we can do. And we have bigger problems at hand that we need to address. Well, not really address. Get to dealing with. Does anybody have any objections?
I'm good.
Okay. Do you want me to make your little guy invisible? Vader will say to Kale.
Could. He's fairly decent at stealth, but that would probably help.
Cool. Vader will place a hand on the skull of the little thing and cast invisibility.
How long does that last? Like an hour?
Yeah, an hour.
So he's good for an hour at least. All right. And if he sees any trouble, he'll tell me and I'll dismiss him before he gets smushed, hopefully. And it's only 10 gold to re-summon him, so, you know.
All right. To the authorities.
Yes.
Heading back to the same
to
place you went before?
station. Yeah, to the station.
Yeah, I think so.
Alrighty
Yeah.
then.
The Darted again.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry if I'm not talking much.
Mhm.
It's
Alright.
okay. We know you're tired.
Yeah.
Played too much Valheim last night?
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, I'm falling way behind you guys in time, but then again, I keep having desync issues.
Well, now that you reset your modem, it might be a little bit better.
Hopefully.
It's based on your connection, I think.
Yeah, because I was getting really fed up with that. It's like I did all this tin smelting this morning, put it in a new chest, went back to the main area, and was just gonna check on some stuff. Went back to this small area where I'd put the chest. The chest was gone.
Oh,
So therefore, all the tin. And at the time, I didn't have a new pickaxe, so I was having a hard time with that. Because my body had desynced during that elder battle, so I lost everything. I finally I've pretty much got everything back now, but the final thing was the stupid thing. Anyway. So, you guys are heading to the garrison. And the people there have already recognized you from your earlier visits. You guys are back already. What do you want?
Oh, we haven't told them anything. I just realized this.
This isn't true. We told them we brought in that other guy from the ship.
Yeah, you
Oh,
brought
that's right.
Mr. Dory.
So we went.
We want payment. We want it now.
Very face palms.
I guess we should provide
Such
some
a Will
information
comment.
first. We discovered that there, I guess, was a temple to a aboleth inside the lighthouse at the base.
What's an aboleth?
Varen?
And Vern will just go through the grueling process of describing an aboleth, what it does, and then this one specific strangeness of being one of faith and all that.
So, what you're saying is a crazy, highly intelligent fifth creature has a temple to a terrible god.
Correct.
And that's, well, I guess that kind of lines up with what Mr. Dory has been saying. Yeah, you guys have done this section of the city a good service. The rest of our city hasn't really been
Okay.
taking us seriously down here.
I
Did
do
anybody
think...
mention the Kraken to him too?
Yeah, that's what I was about to.
Wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. So this aboleth has been, like what Viren said, has a faith, which is odd for this type of creature, and this Therisdune being a evil entity from what I'm aware of. Well, I guess amongst aboleth kind, shrugs, that's not really a good thing to have any sort of faith. So there's more aboleth coming to kill the crazy faith, God-fearing aboleth, and so the aboleth decided to chain up a kraken somewhere, and so the aboleth making people kill people to feed the kraken. Is that right? She kind of turns and shrugs to the group. Is that right?
That's the gist of it, at least.
Yeah,
The
yeah. Gil would
gist?
just shrug. He's like, I'm just learning some of this myself.
So, but the thing is gone. It is left. we were. Well,
Where,
it doesn't matter
where
what
did
we
you
were
find
gonna
it in
do.
the first place?
The lighthouse over. She kind of like motions in its direction. Where
Oh,
she mentioned
fat
the
old
lighthouse,
place.
pretty much anywhere in the docks. Yeah.
There's stairs that lead into the water, and our new friend Kale discovered a tunnel that leads out into the bay about a mile long, I think it was.
Mile.
Pretty far out, yeah, about a mile.
The guy seems to be thinking for a moment. That's interesting. Anything else you can tell me about this?
Can talk in your head.
That's not good.
Spawns the muck-like creature, or has some power or control over the muck-like creatures with the tentacles that we've been discovering around town.
And these like are more lobster-like creatures. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were like its guardians. It has some mind tricks, I believe, as well, from what Bjorn was saying.
It's good to keep aware of that such thing.
But I think it's important, with what we're telling you, to communicate all this. I don't know if you have magical means or other means of communication for all the coastal cities, just to be on alert, maybe to bolster their defenses. We don't know where it went off to. We don't know, honestly, if it has more of these temples that are hidden in lighthouses or whatever abandoned buildings there are along the coast. It might be good to spread that information so if it were to pop up along it, everybody would be prepared.
Yes, I suppose that's a good plan. I take it that this is too much for you to handle?
I mean, if we knew where it was.
No clue?
It's in the bay somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
It was not where we left it.
We said that we were going to speak with it in the morning. Like Varen said, it was an intelligent being, and it quite frankly fucked off. We don't know where it went.
We obviously don't know how far it could read us, so it could have heard us discussing our options and not liked them.
And what were your options?
What was that?
What were your options?
I tried to convince it to just leave. Or rather, just have to have a persuasive means, or kill it. Like I said, it's an intelligent thing, so it's not beyond reason, even if it is a little off.
So it figured out you were going to mean it harm and left before you could do so. All right.
That was one of the options. My main goal, our main goal, was make sure there was no more murders and that the town here is safe. That's why we considered all those options.
Well, this is quite a good deal of information that you have brought to us, brought to our attention, realizing that there are more problems here. But hopefully the city council will see fit to actually help us this time. And as GM, I have to say, I'll be right back. I really have to go to the bathroom again.
Take that.
Do we need to go convince the city council now about this problem?
Maybe. Who
I
was
mean, if that's what
on-
takes to get a boat, but if the dude just hands us a boat now, then we're good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we get attacked on the way out.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point.
At the very least, if we get
We could be
attacked on the way
prepared
out,
for
we
that,
all
right?
have underwater action.
We can, but we would be fighting water.
Some of us would be fine. The rest of us won't.
You already have water breathing, and then Will would just have to use his action to cast freedom of movement.
You can't cast that as a ritual, can you?
No.
I didn't think so.
So it reminds me like last night during the session, I may or may not have turned one of my party members into a highly resistant blender by giving him warding bond and haste. And somehow, as a sorcerer, survived over 278 points damage.
T-Rex?
No, just by
Oh.
pure healing. I was concentrating on haste. I was like,
Oh.
we're just gonna heal myself for 80 here.
And I'm
Enough
back.
damage that round. We could
Welcome
move under
back.
like 133. Welcome back.
Yeah, I don't think we've met anybody on the city council. I'm looking through my notes.
No, you
The only one I
mentioned
could.
somebody that was in the local area, like here in the Styes. He's talking about the the full city council, which is hold on, let me bring up the map. The city council of Maliva.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you're at now.
Yeah. We never met. We never got the name of the woman in the black and red leather, did we?
I don't think so. She was just offering you a reward for your work here.
Mm-hmm.
I do not believe you've collected that award either.
I have not.
So, Iron Roses, what would you like to do now?
Check, please.
Please.
I would like to order one ship, please.
Mm-hmm.
With
Oh.
fries on the side.
Well, again, the people here, in the guardhouse are not the ones to talk to about that.
It was
Who
a
do we
lady.
need to talk to?
A lady, I think, that was like the.
Red, yeah.
Yeah.
Which we don't have her name. That's what I was just pointing out.
We know.
I mean, if we describe her, I'm sure somebody could point her in her.
Yeah.
direction, correct.
We had the one person that the fucking I can't remember his name.
Master
now.
Rephram.
Master Ephraim, yeah. He knew how to get to her.
Yeah.
Get a hold of her and to her.
Vader will turn to one of the guards. Where can we find Master Ephraim?
I suppose he's probably at his workshop.
All right. We will head that way. Please make sure the information gets there to the correct people.
Oh, don't you worry about that. We will definitely be on to that.
And we'll head back to the workshop.
All right. So currently, Master Ruffram is in residence. He's currently tinkering around with some stuff, and he gives you a guarded smile when you guys arrive. Did you find everything?
We got some good information and we passed it along. They think that the city council might actually listen to them now.
That's excellent. Excellent news.
I do, like we told the authorities, I think it's important for just the information to spread along the coast, just because we don't know if this trouble will spread. But mainly, it seems like the issue at hand for now seems to not has left. But we were trying to see the woman that was here with the. We never got her name. She told us to come find her when we were done.
Yes, I can take you to her. That would be not too far from here. And he is offering to escort you.
Yep, much appreciated.
Soon you find yourself in front of a tower that is full of black and red marble surrounded by a stone wall. To those of you in the know, it's instantly recognizable as some kind of mage's tower.
Definitely an aesthetic.
That's fancy.
Sounds just tingling.
It's beautiful.
I feel like this might be the home of the person who wears red and black.
Definitely has a color theme going.
Color-coded mages.
Yeah. Everything's so matchy-matchy. Looks at Viren.
Yeah, Viren's back pillow for his chair matches the rest of his clothing.
Typical. I didn't know you asked for a certain color. That's funny.
Black.
Anyway.
Master Refram, one last
Yes?
thing before you leave. What's this person's name?
That'd be Councillor Thornwell.
Counselor Thornwell. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Soon, you're quickly quickly, not soon, but quickly, you are escorted in by somebody working at the tower and shown into a sitting room on the first floor. And the master of the house, or mistress, if whatever you prefer, comes strolling in. Have you finished?
Yes, ma'am.
I had heard that Mr. Dory had been arrested. I had figured that you would come see me before too long, and you are a bit longer than I thought, so I assumed that you were off doing something else. Has that concluded?
Yeah, we're just being thorough with our task, ma'am.
Excellent. She claps her hands together, and another servant, this one looks to be a male gnome, comes walking in with a bag that looks to be a bag of holding. So I am ready to dispense with your payment.
Oh.
Do you have yourself one of these? And she gestures at the bag of holding.
Yes, we do.
Good. Then I will just transfer the payment into your bag then.
All right.
Hold it open.
How do we know you give us enough money?
She kind of stares at you. How much did I offer to pay you?
Technically nothing.
Good point.
I don't think she actually gave us an amount. Look through notes. Hold on. We had talked about a boat.
She had
I
offered
figured-
enough to purchase this. as
Yes.
a
Yeah.
character.
And this should be more than enough to purchase a boat.
Okay.
And possibly even crew it for a while, unless, of course, you already know how to sail yourselves.
Not a seafaring ship, but an airship. We did not specify.
I don't think this would be anywhere near enough to buy an airship.
Oh no. We're gonna need a crew.
Right, hold on. Trying to remember the pricing change.
And is this gonna be in gold or beetles?
This is going to be in the common currency around here. Beetles, of course.
Okay.
So do we need to convert our beetles before we leave?
So this is paying. Hold on, I have to go to that page now. I just had that page open. Why did it vanish? Why?
'Cause you're
Welcome
looking
to
for
my
it.
rhyme problem.
Mm.
I swear, every time I look for information, it's not there anymore.
Because I just saw it. It's like how much he was going to pay you, and I'm like, okay, that's good. And then I decided, oh, was it that or that? I need to look it up again, and suddenly the amount is gone. Oh, there it is. Found it. It's on a different page. I will be paying you 500 white beetles.
I wanna partition that off.
And
And this is from.
she opens up the bag of holding, goes over and positions it over top of your bag of holding, and says, 500 white beetles, and you see the beetle coins descending from her bag of holding into your bag of holding.
Okay. I'm just keeping
There.
that separate.
That should be enough to purchase a keelboat and somebody that knows how to drive it.
Okay. Well, thank you. Did we need anything else before we anywhere you recommend getting a boat?
Well, if you go to the primary docks, you should be able to pick one up there.
All right.
Renting a boat or buying a boat? Out of curiosity. Like, are we straight up buying it, or is it like a rental deal or booking
We
passage?
haven't really.
I'm asking the GM, kind of.
That's on you guys, whichever you wish to attempt. And remember, you can always pull together more money and buy something else. For example, a keelboat can probably fit all of you, but you wouldn't be able to afford it. You wouldn't be able to fit a crew in addition to you guys. So, like, she's saying that this should be enough to buy you a keelboat and crew, but she's not telling you that a keelboat can only fit about 7 people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I looked it up. It's kind of
It's small, but it's
Like
affordable.
it's the little boat in Valheim.
bigger, a little bigger than that.
Yeah, it's a
little bit
little bit bigger than that because it can fit 7 people. And I think the little boat in Valheim can only fit about 5. And then, of course,
Think
there's
like
the
a big
rafts that can
sailing
fit
boat.
like 2 people.
Like a big sailing boat that they do in all the bougie competitions.
Yeah, a keelboat has space for like 2 people to sleep and has a few benches and like, 1 defensive thingamajiggy.
We do have more beetles also. I just partitioned that out. We have a total of 2013 mixed of purple, green, and white. And then we have the 500 white from Counselor Thornwell. And then we also have a fair amount of gold. We did buy a shit ton of magical items, which we need to... We aren't ready for pickup yet, but...
Yeah.
I could. We can take one crew member, and I could just walk next to the boat.
Where are we trying to get to, and would it be easier to just book passage than to purchase?
We're trying to get to nowhere.
We're trying to get robbed by pirates.
We're gonna need.
Oh,
something...
so we're gonna go. So we probably do need to buy the boat because nobody's going to willingly go let us rent their boat to go get it destroyed.
Yeah. What we're probably gonna need something bigger because we're gonna need to have space for, because we don't know how long we're gonna be on the water. We're gonna need supplies, so we're gonna need. I mean, we're gonna have to dip into that. Maybe get like a small. I don't know. We'll have to.
We need something that can go up against a ship possibly ramming us. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So we need our own pirate crew, technically.
Yeah.
Men that can fight and drive a boat, not just men that can drive a boat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
or women, people.
How much would it cost to take like 2 lessons in being able to sail a boat? Can't be that hard, can it?
You ever read Red Seas Over Red Skies? Or Red Skies Over Red Seas, whatever that is?
Not that hard.
Should be able to do it.
I mean, little boats, but big boats?
I mean, we're with how many? 7 people? It's not that big a boat.
No, if we get a bigger one.
No, we're gonna need a bigger boat, though. That's
You've
what we're
ever
saying.
sailed?
I have not.
Not many sails in the Feywild.
I've been on sailboats in the Chesapeake Bay, for real. I know for a fact that I can't work the lines with my -2 strength score.
Yeah. Well, with the party, if all cooperate, we could probably handle a sailboat, a small one.
Are we going to go up against pirate ships in a small sailboat?
I mean, the plan is we'll go on there, we'll beat them up, and then just force one of them to sail the boats, you know? just
we could commandeer a pirate ship. We could get a little boat, sneak up on it, and try to commandeer a pirate ship.
Yeah, that's
and
all.
Make them swear fealty to us. I mean, I think Lunisa might be badass enough that she could threaten them into working for us.
Just reverse the pirates.
Well,
I mean, you kill their leader, they follow you, right? Isn't that the rule?
They go where they get paid, basically.
Yeah, we'll pay them.
Could we pay them?
About that, we just spent a fuck ton of money on magic items.
There's also another problem. We're not exactly killing their leader.
Yeah, but
we're killing a lieutenant.
I mean, true, but like anyone on the boat,
the captain of a ship, and take that ship. We don't need to kill the head pirate.
Yeah, we'll just kill the captain of the ship.
They're not going to betray the big person.
Look,
they're all afraid of her.
They have 2 choices: they die, or they die later.
Shark bait now or shark bait later?
Yeah, like I think I'd want to live.
Depends on how the other one will kill her.
I can think of horrible ways to die. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Like shooting an old lady.
She was eating someone's leg.
Can you hear me? Guys.
Yeah.
Guys, can you hear me?
Now we can.
Power just went out. Hold on, it's coming back on.
Oh shit.
Hopefully my stream is still up because I plugged in both the thing and the thing, so
let me check.
Oh, yeah, good. See, this is why I had a UPS finally put on my box back there. But if the power goes off for any amount of time, I'll have to log off. So I'm just gonna say, be careful. I don't know what caused that power outage.
Yeah, bad weather or just not random.
The weather doesn't look so good out there.
Oh, hopefully you hold up.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting here, like, looking at the different ships and, you know, seeing what everything you guys might need for it and all that. But we're good. My new UPS worked like a charm, and the old UPS worked to keep my internet going.
I guess we should just see what we can get with what we got
Yeah,
and go from there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we still have like, we did spend a lot of money at the last city just to bolster ourselves, but we still have some. We still have like 290 platinum. We have 18,400 GP, 65 silver, and 220 copper, and then we have beetles, and we also.
I didn't know how much to give myself starter gold, so I have 10 gold.
That's
Well, I would say you would have more than that, but considering what Kale has been through and probably how much money he had to spend to get over here in the first place, yeah, 10 gold sounds about right.
Spending money on dumb shit, like...
yeah. Chris, quick question. How fast are boats?
You don't know yet, unless your character has a background in it.
That's fair.
I mean, there's a reason.
My question is just, can I outrun a boat?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
If you constantly run, maybe.
As a monk, if it's a big ship, I would say probably.
You'd gain exhaustion pretty quick, though. You can't run flat out forever.
I mean, no, not forever, but if I see it in the distance, I can probably run up to it.
You might be able to, yes.
Our boarding party. Where's the boat? They don't have a boat. They're running.
It's the monks.
They have a monk.
They're like, something is
Pirate
chasing us. It's moving so fast. Yeah, no.
I can use Squeak at unlimited distance to scout,
Mhm.
and we could go in undercover at night or something.
Yeah, let's see what we can get.
Yeah. If we can get something a little bit bigger than that one, it'd be a little bit nicer. But we need a crew for that.
Yeah, we are going to need a crew. Some sort of crew.
So see what we can do.
Yep. So we head to the docks.
Maybe there's a magical boat that sails itself. That would cost a fortune. No, let's just...
Ching. If you can haggle, haggle. I mean, we have you guys. I'll put exactly how much we have.
So to be clear, when I'm talking to these people, we're buying a boat to hunt pirates. Correct? I just want to make sure when I'm haggling and smoozing, I'm saying the right things.
Unless we're haggling with pirates.
Yes.
Look, if we're haggling with pirates, we just murder them and take the ship.
Yeah. No, about that.
Look, we'll provoke them into killing us, and then we don't have a choice. And I mean, at that point, like, who owns the ship? You know, we might as well take it.
Yeah. Okay, so white beetles are the equivalent of platinum pieces. So that's 5,000 gold worth.
Oh,
right
cool.
there. If you're talking about conversions here.
Yeah, I'm letting everybody know how much we have in the bag of holding. I'm been keeping really good track of it. So
I guess what I'm going is that it looks like you probably. I mean, some of the places around here do take gold, or will convert gold to beetle, or beetle to gold, because it's on a trading area.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike like further down into the kingdom, like the capital does not take that. That like metal gets precious metal gets confiscated by the crown. Because they very much like to pound gold into their buildings. But out here, they still will do trading with other people. So.
And that 18K is what's left over from what Fawn donated.
Okay, so you have enough to get a decent boat and hire a crew, based on this. Now,
Spending all of it, or just
no.
yeah.
For example, like a keelboat you can get for 3,000 gold, but it can only fit all of you. So you would need to learn how to sail. However, a sailing ship, will fit all of you plus various NPCs you want, and you can have a crew of 30. Some of that 30 would be considered skilled, so you'd be paying them 2 gold a day, and others would be considered unskilled. Those would be some of the just random deck hands that would be considered untrained, and be 2 silver a day. So
30 people is too many. No.
How much for the sailing ship?
the sailing ship costs 10,000.
Bad luck to sail without cats. How many cats do we need?
Is there anything in between, say, the keel and the top end sail?
Well, a sailing ship isn't even a top end. It's the next step
Oh.
up from the keelboat.
Oh,
So
fuck off.
it's basically the keelboat, the sailing ship, the longship, the galley, and the warship.
Okay, so do we know what kind of ships the pirates are using?
No, we don't. We were
Can
trying
we
to
like question around the docks, like what the pirate activity is like, and what we can expect to be up against?
Yeah, we tried that in another city. We haven't done it in this one yet.
Roll
Oh.
investigation.
Can
Not
I?
investigative.
Can I-
Everybody.
Oh,
Oh,
Investigation.
Chris,
Yeah.
I will do a me and I will sneak off and look for thief scans.
That worked last
Fun.
time. And that's appropriate.
Yeah, I got a 12. I'm still on
Don't
whisper
forget
for
to
some reason.
don't forget to roll investigation for that, Quentin.
Oh, okay. I will find everything.
Hey, can I squeak back yet, or am I still watching for this aboleth?
It's
Did he
probably
ever-
been an hour at this point, and the aboleth hasn't returned.
Do we care anymore?
Nah, go ahead, bring them back.
All right.
there's
Spend a
a-
half an hour picking seaweed out of his bones. Ugh. Ugh.
Oh no, that's right. That's the one for Andros, not for Malevit. That's right. You went right into the city and wandered into the sties. So, okay. Let's see here. Because there's definitely a thieves building somewhere for Quentin to find. Because, pretty much any city, especially one like this. So, Quentin, you find yourself... Sorry, I'm hearing a lot of background noise here. So Denissa, you end up finding yourself on the dock once more. And you look around, and you actually see a lot of thieves' cant markings on various buildings. Most of them, basically pointing out safe havens, and some that seem to indicate that these might be safe havens for pirates, of all things, given some of the symbology being used on the side.
I storm in.
You storm into a bar.
I just walk into the bar and be like, hey.
So a couple of really gruff-looking sailor types look up at you, and just kind of looking you up and down. One of them looks to be a I forget what the name of the species is. But I don't think it's one you've seen before. Trying to remember what it's called. Sorry, give me a sec. So I want to put out a handout for you, and it's not that. Give me a sec. I'm trying to find the handout. There we are. So you see one of these guys sitting at the bar. He's kind of glaring at you.
If I remember correctly, the pirate queen of all pirates doesn't like men, right?
Correct.
Is there a group of female pirates in this bar?
Roll investigation.
is there?
Let's see. With your passive perception, you think you saw something for a moment in the corner, but when you turn to look and give it another moment of staring, you don't anymore. As if something moved out of your line of sight.
Out of my 32 passive perception?
Your
That's
32 passive perception spotted it, but when you turned to look, it was missing.
I'll go to the bar and I'll order 1 pint. And I'll go like, so, any ships looking to leave anytime soon?
The person behind the bar, you see like a human, bald, several tattoos. Kind of looks at you, rubbing a glass. Guess that depends. Do you want, lassie?
A job? And to leave this town.
You looking for a shipside job?
Yeah, a particular side kind of ship job.
Just how particular?
You know, I saw the cool graffiti on the wall. That kind of particular.
Well, I guess that depends. I guess they're rather particular.
I heard of how do I say this? There is new royalty on the seas, and I was hoping to maybe enter their lot. Seems like they are having a lot of fun.
Roll perception. I mean, not perception. Sorry, roll persuasion. Let's say persuasion.
Yes, when I don't play character. I mean, my charisma isn't that bad. Yes.
Why would I know anything about that?
I mean, that's true. You're a male. He's a male, right?
Yeah, build human man.
That's fair. You wouldn't know it. I was just hoping if I could get a job there. I'm very good at getting on stuff I shouldn't be on. If you have any job, if you have any,
with your passive perception, you notice that someone is currently leaving the establishment.
You know what? I'm good, and I leave 9 gold, and I take my pint with me, and I'll follow whoever left.
All right. You see the bit of a tail disappearing around a corner.
Yeah, I'll follow. Can I stealthy?
Go for it.
Oh wait! Oh, I wanted to cast Spice without trees, but it's too late now, is it?
Yeah. Let's see. Stealth around the corner. Ooh. I rolled an 18 on a high check.
I mean, they see me. Doesn't mean I don't see them.
No. So you stealth around the corner. For the perception check, sorry. And immediately someone is attempting to grab you. Someone else is attempting to put a bag over your head.
Okay. Can I just how late is it?
It's midday.
How shady is it?
Actually, you're in a corner. Well, yeah, with midday, and you're not in the skies anymore. No, the sun is directly above you, unfortunately.
Can I not try to get caught?
By doing what? By doing what?
Just like as they're trying to put the bag over my head, I just duck and I just turn behind them, very smoothly.
Roll a acrobatics check.
Why? Come on.
I rolled a 16, and that's without the modifiers. So, someone has put a bag over your head, and someone else is attempting to secure your arms behind your back.
Okay. Can I?
Did anyone try to follow Quentin before he left?
It didn't. Fuck it. I don't need any help. I will just stab the person behind me in the stomach.
Your hands have been secured.
Have they? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Has he
How-
been grappled? He just. he
That's
just
what
lost
that- That's what that roll was for.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's for the bag and for the grapple. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, basically you've got several people on you. The person that snuck out the door was trying to lead you back there.
Okay, are they picking me up?
Yes, somebody is attempting to pick you up and sling you over their shoulder.
And does this feel like a female or a male swinging me up? If that's at all possible
Hard
to tell.
Tell at this point. This is some big individual slinging you over a shoulder, attempting to sling you over a shoulder.
I'm gonna let it happen, and then once we start walking, I'm just gonna use my sleight of hand to take a dagger and cut my hands free and like look out of the bag if
All
that's
right,
possible.
roll your sleight of hand.
Why am I not proficient in it? Ah!
Nope, you fumble.
Alone.
Ah, crap! The power just went out again. You fumble and you.
My dagger falls on the ground.
Yeah,
I
well,
presume.
somebody else grabs the dagger and you hear a hissing voice saying, "Not today." And the power's back. Yay!
Today is a good day to make new friends.
So meanwhile, what is everyone else doing? While after Lanissa has wandered off, like I believe you guys are off at the dock trying to buy a ship. Is that correct?
Well, no, we were
Adventure time. Let's go.
looking around for and trying to find information regarding pirates. That's what
Alright.
we were doing when this happened.
Yeah, before we started talking to people, Cal would have like tugged on his collar and
That's
said
right.
something.
Viren and Shiori got higher marks on that, which means that shortly after Lanissa's kidnapping, you have wandered into the same bar. Meanwhile, what would you say? Sorry, would you say that Kale was doing?
Oh, Cal would have pulled on his collar and said the word "showtime," and he would have basically like his clothing would have shifted to something fitting of the area that we're in, so that he blends in a little better.
Cool. All right. Works for me.
Will does the same thing.
Nice.
Yeah, basically I have the same gear, so yeah.
Uh, oh,
Vader will just follow Shiori. She's clueless. She rolled a 2. So.
All right. So the rest of you have finally discovered several like a minute or two. Sorry, several minutes after the abduction, have finally found asked around and found the same bar where people have talked about pirates.
hello.
And the same tattooed bartender kind of looks up. Hey, what can I do for you, lassie?
We heard that there were issues on the seas.
Ugh, another one?
Another one.
Another one.
This is the second person in a few minutes to come in and to ask around about things on the seas.
Looking around to see that there's one person missing. What do they look like?
And they describe Lanissa.
Do you know
Oh,
where they went?
She left outside.
All right.
Did you give him any information, or did?
I don't know anything. Kind of glares a bit. And
Okay,
she just paid me and left abruptly.
Okay.
You didn't ask me not to say anything. So if you're after her, well, that's on her.
Just
Did you
trying to find
follow
a
anyone out?
friend.
Yeah.
well, that's bound to be evidence outside where she went. And Biren just heads outside, starts for clues.
Yeah. Sure, just asking if he saw her follow anyone out.
And he said,
'Cause that's
he said, nah, he just like wasn't paying attention or isn't telling you.
I'd like to insight that because she
All
kind
right.
of took it scenario now.
Go for it.
Ooh, that's
You're
nice.
pretty sure he knows something and not telling you.
And then lean in. You look like a tough one. Not as tough
Yeah.
as I am. Tell me, or I'll cut your hand off.
Roll intimidation. His face kind of darkens a bit. And he puts down his cleaning rag. Well, if you must know, it looked like Fizrag had been heading outside. She might have been following her.
That's a name.
What's
Is
a
that name we've heard or
Fizrag?
no?
No,
What was the name?
Fizrag.
Fizz, right. And who is this individual?
She runs some sort of shipping vessel. Maybe she was looking for a new member of a crew.
Where is this vessel?
How else did I know? I don't actually know much about what's going on at the docks. I don't care about what's going on at the docks. I serve drinks.
Do you at least know what the name of the boat is?
Let's see. Does he know? Nah, I don't pay attention to that. I just know her name.
All right, let's go find our friend.
So, Rick, roll me an investigation since you're outside looking around now.
Getting a
I rolled the lowest I could possibly roll.
Yeah, you basically are, you're trying to do an investigation, but people are spotting you in your spider chair and are coming over and interfering with your ability to investigate. There's one little kid staring up at you wide-eyed, going,
Can I help you?
"Why are you sitting in a chair with many legs?"
Because my real legs do not work.
Why? Why so many legs?
It looks cool.
The kid grins. Yeah, it looks really cool. And anybody coming outside of the place at this point see Viren talking to a small child.
You
Oh, the
wasn't feeling
softer
well enough?
side of Viren. Just kidding.
The kid looks over at the big dragonborn, and he blinks. What are you? You look kind of like a lizard. Oh.
Did Kale come back out with us too?
Oh yeah, I'm following everybody on.
Yeah, do you mind helping me look around?
Sure,
So
I'm not
I can find
really.
which direction.
Even I don't know if Will is there.
Sure, is that a help action? I'll give you a help action. I'm not very good at investigating, so.
Phaedra's not going to look for evidence, but she's going to keep an eye out to see if they're being watched.
All right, roll perception.
God, for the advantage.
You keep an eye out, and as you're You glance around. You see a kind of a ripple in the air as someone seemingly turning invisible as they leave the tavern. Possibly watching you. Possibly just wanting to not be seen.
So it seems like there's more to be seen in this town than what we're actually seeing. A lot of, well, I don't know about a lot, but just saw somebody go invisible. So I'll say that to everybody who's very around.
Mhm.
She'll go ahead and I don't think it's going to pick up anything as a player, but Phaedra will, because it's Phaedra, hit the side of her temple and detect magic.
Let's see. You look around, and of course your friends light up with magic, as always. As your companions happen to be magically inclined. You look around. You look around. Ooh. As you're looking around and glance down the alleyway, you notice a slight glow off to the side, half hidden by a dumpster.
We got something here. And she'll walk over, check it out.
I'll follow.
You find a very familiar-looking dagger. A flame dagger, to be precise.
Grit.
Or did you already get rid of your flame daggers?
No, blink back belt.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Oh,
Sorry,
damn
I was
it.
trying to help out there.
damn it! Damn it!
Sorry, forgot for a moment.
So good. Yeah, you went half vax. Got it.
She's kind
It's
of like
fine.
a cross between Vax and Bo at this point.
I know exactly what to do whenever we get back to where I'm gonna be murdered.
Did the 16 find any like direction they could have been taken or could have gone?
Oh, that's right.
She's
Sherry
taken.
investigating as well. I'm sorry. I just saw the perception check by Phaedra. Yeah, you look around and no, sadly the biggest thing that you would have found would have been a dagger, but unfortunately, blink back belt.
I mean, would we see signs of a struggle or anything in the dirt? I mean, that might be a survival
Yeah.
check or something. I'm not good at that, but
Well,
I'm
it's
just
not dirt,
suggesting.
Phaedra
there's
is.
cobblestone here, but let's see if there's something that would have been hitting against the side of there. You wouldn't be noticing by the magic, but Shuri, you might see like a scuff mark up in an area on the side of the wall where you wouldn't expect to see a scuff mark.
Well, Lily's has gotten herself in trouble. Again.
Send Squeak out just on reconnaissance.
Who says I'm in trouble? I'm totally fine.
If you send Squeak in one direction, I can send Cinder in the other.
Yeah, I guess maybe like left and right towards the water. I don't know if did we get enough information to think it was somebody.
Yeah.
Well, we did. We
they
get
have-
that about the boat, about the
Yeah.
fizz, whatever.
What direction was the invisible individual that Phaedra saw going? Left or right?
You don't know. All you saw was that somebody was emerging from the
Oh,
from the place and suddenly went invisible.
Got it.
They didn't want to be seen leaving it, basically.
Whichever direction Cinder doesn't go, Squeak will go. So
Yeah. Cinder will
one
go
goes left, one goes right,
Yeah, Cinder will go left.
and Squeak
Phaedra
is
put
perceiving.
the hand
Oh.
on Sherry.
When you get a chance, can you put Squeak to not whisper rolls? I can't do it myself.
that's
Oh,
weird.
no, I can. Good,
Ah,
good.
I was
Never
about
mind.
to say.
Sorry. I didn't think I could do it myself because I tried it and it didn't pop up the edit thing, but it does now. So maybe it was just lagging. There we go.
while they're doing that, Shuri's gonna kind of guide, make sure anyone needs to be guided or guided, because the familiar things, and she can kind of go down the alley where the scuff mark happened. It's kind of like go that way. She wouldn't think if there's a scuffle, they're not going to carry a person through a city, other than through back streets and alleys.
The shady part of town.
You're not going to go through the middle of a street.
That's
even
true.
A shady part of town in the middle of midday. Especially if you don't want things being noticed.
I guess Cal just told Squeak to look for anything suspicious. He got a 21 on his perception, but it whispered it, so.
Oh, I needed to. Sorry. Perception for Cinder. She's going to go for scent.
Which directions did you go again?
Cinder went left.
North, south, east, or west?
West.
Okay, so that means
Went
east. All right.
Yeah, whatever towards the water, like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're both towards the water, like northeast
okay.
and south, kind of north. Well, kind of west, northeast and west both head to the water. Northeast, you do see several figures heading towards a ship, and what looks like a bound individual over the shoulder of what looks to be a bugbear. You see a lizard folk, a bugbear, and let's see what else do you see there, and a human woman, all like running along with somebody with a bag over their head that seems to have blue skin.
Which critter sees that?
Northeast, towards the water.
Me?
Yeah, they're just
you're
approaching
east.
it. They're just approaching a boat.
I think I see it.
Where?
Northeast, and he would just. Can I get a good description of the boat from what I see?
Yes. Considering you had boats on your brain, you see what appears to be a sailing ship. You see, various people on the deck, and it has about four, basically four decks. The top half deck sort of thing, the main deck, a lower deck hold based on the height coming up out of the water.
Name or anything, just like in case we get down there and it's pulled away already, and we could be like,
give me a second perception check as you edge Squeak closer.
All right, I'm also gonna give him a stealth roll. So, oh, that's a bad perception. Oh, and that's a bad sneak too.
Yeah, sadly, Squeak is having difficulty locating the name of the ship.
Well, he would just describe what he sees to everybody.
Yeah, right.
I can't imagine there's too many people with blue skin being abducted.
In that direction.
Squeak is a pseudo dragon, right?
Yes.
You get advantage on perception
Oh,
checks.
I forgot. I do. Slightly better, but not really.
A little bit.
You see the first part of a name before the rest of it seems to be covered by some sort of cloth that's been draped over the side of the deck, and it says chasing.
Good enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna get a poke Phaedra to get her out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, we know where to go. Let's hurry before they leave.
Chasing and chasing. Go. Just fucking.
Yeah,
books
let's go. Book it.
And
Yeah.
I just lost power for a third time.
Oh
Ugh.
no.
I
You
love
getting
you
the real-
guys. I love you guys lots, but I am going to be shutting my computer down shortly as soon as I get the power back on, because I don't like this constant off on cycle that keeps happening. This is not a good
That's-
sign.
Yeah, that's fair.
So when we were doing the rolling blackouts in Texas, I turned my computer off.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm just gonna be turning my
Yeah.
computer off in a minute. Even with the
Not good.
UPS, I don't wanna risk, risk
Yeah,
it
that's
right
fair.
now. So, but this is Adventurers taking a turn. I'm going to be on my phone in a minute for other things for you guys. So hold fast, but I am going to end the session here. I know it's a lot early, and I know we've been missing this for a couple of weeks, but this is going to be fun. This took a very unexpected turn. I was like, wait a minute, who's in this thing right? Who's probably there right now? Oh, right, this. Oh, I forgot to actually write notes on this because I was planning on, originally I'd planned on you guys possibly going after the thing, and so I had thought, I'd put all of my thinking into that, and you guys decided, okay, yeah, we could just report this now instead of doing anything more with the amulet. It's like, okay, that's fine. But,
Y'all are gonna crash my party next week. I was gonna have so much fun with these boys and girls.
But, yeah.